So you identified in high school as an introvert, and I'm wondering if there was a moment that things kind of changed for you, or was it more of a gradual process?
There was definitely a moment. And
Oh,
then
really?
from,
Okay.
yeah, there was, there was.
Interesting.
So up until like 10th standard, I had this group of friends and we were always together. And there
Mm-hmm.
was this one best friend of mine who was a huge extrovert. She's like a bold person, right? So
Mm-hmm.
she used to be the spokesperson for me. She used to be out there. And I
Okay.
would be like the timid and shy, more of like, the settling down and the patient
Mm-hmm.
version of that one. So after the 10th standard, she shifted from my school to another school.
Okay.
And I had to change my stream from science to commerce. So my
Wow.
entire group of friends, the people I grew up with, I spent so many years with them, along with my best friend. All of them were gone. And
Wow.
now I was in a different class with different people, and I knew nobody, right? And I love my school. If
Right.
given the chance, I would go back again. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like walking into this class of people I didn't know. I knew some faces, some people's first name, but nothing else. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point of time, I was going through a very terrible breakup. And
Mm.
then breakup was very public. So everybody
Oh.
knew what's going
Oh
on,
no.
right? Yeah, there were gossips and rumors and,
Oh,
whispers.
the
And I
high
was like, great.
school. Oh,
Absolutely, like the typical high school drama. I was like,
right.
this is just perfect. All
Oh.
I need was this,
Mm-hmm.
the icing on the cake. So there was a couple of early months in my 11th standard that I actually sat on the first bench of kind of like the first bench of the class for the
Mm-hmm.
first time in my life. I've always been a backbencher.
Right.
So I was like, oh my God. So when you sit in the first bench, I realized that you actually have to listen to the teacher. You
Right.
have to pay attention. You have to take notes. I was like, okay, this is turning out to be what is wrong with me? Like, what's happening?
Mm.
So I remember I went to my mother and I said that I need to change my school. She was shocked. I love my school. I am so devoted to my school. She's like, what's wrong with you? And what's up? So I told her, like, I don't have any friends. All of my friends are gone and blah blah blah. And I was like, I just can't take it anymore. I want to just change. So she told me that, listen, whichever school you go to, you're gonna face the exact same thing. It's gonna be
Mm.
new for you, right? And at least now you know your school, you know the vibe, you know the teachers, you know the process, everything. Over there, you're actually gonna have to start right from the bottom, clean
Right.
slate. So once you figure it out, it's just a matter of 2 years. I know you can do it. And consider this, that there's no option of changing. There's no option of transferring. So I was like, okay, I got to figure this out. So at that point of time, I was really, really struggling as to what do I like. There has to be some kind of way out of that. So I
Mm.
started to kind of convince my mind that people don't actually know how I am. They have heard
Mm.
the rumors and they've seen my face, and somewhat they've seen a version of me, but they've not actually seen me in my true sense. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever I show them, that's how they're going to take me.
Right.
So if I show them my introverted side, they're gonna take me as an introvert, shy person, keeps
Mm-hmm.
it to herself. If I show them the more friendlier version,
Mm-hmm.
they'll treat me like that. And let's face it, we all have different versions of ourselves. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody thinks that, oh no, I'm an introvert, you have to sit with five of your most closest friends in a room where you're very
Mm.
comfortable, have a drink, and then we'll talk. You're
Right.
gonna be the most fun person ever, right?
Right.
And even if you have the most extroverted person, put them in a crowd where they do not resonate with anybody, and you're
Mm-hmm.
going to see them cocoon into their shell.
Change. Absolutely.
So it's very environmental, and it's a lot of the mindset game. So I said,
Mm-hmm.
why not I try this experiment? And things are not yet lost. Let me just go out of my way, make some efforts.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when things started triggering. From 11, 12, and again in college, I did the same experiment. I
Mm-hmm.
started to feel like, no, I'm not an introvert. I'm a happy-go-lucky, fun person. Everybody wants to be my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just awesome. I'm amazing. I kept telling myself that,
Mm-hmm.
went out of my way, said hi to people, and I saw more and more people were attracted to me. They were like, oh,
Wow.
we thought that you're this person, but we were actually wrong about you.
Right.
All the rumors were wrong about you. You're completely different. And
Right.
in a span of a couple of months, I had a bunch of different groups, everybody wanted me to sit with them. They were like, hey, come here, hey, come here. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
goodness.
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I think that was a very big triggering point for me.
Mhm. Okay, so you had amazing wisdom in grade 11 and 12, so that's wonderful. But wow, yes, such a good mindset shift. Amazing. And I
Thank you
love
so much.
how it's almost like you were reciting this mantra, you know, it's reconditioning your brain to present something different to the world.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because now I've become like a reader. I read a lot of books. I
Right.
watch a lot of videos, podcasts, episodes, and all related to self-development,
Mm-hmm.
mindset, law of attraction, all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost like it's like there's a kind of synergy. Like I was not introduced to these books or videos or people before, but I can
Mm-hmm.
almost feel that I was it's as if destiny. I was supposed to go this
Right.
path, right? Because nobody told me that, you have to tell. It's like a narrative. You have to,
Mm-hmm.
the kind of narrative you tell yourself, that's how your story is going to be.
Sure.
These are the things that I'm learning right now, but back then there was nobody. It was just something
Right.
that I came up with out of fancy.
Right. Right. Yeah. And now you're stepping into that realm.